And we haven't seen any money from Disney. Hello and welcome to Doctor Who's Line. We're combining Doctor Who with improv comedy. In no way, shape or form ripping off any suggestions, Doctor. Joining me tonight are our panellists, Mitch Ben, George Coppin and Mr. Alan Lear. Hello to you all.
Hello.
Hello. We're also expecting Mr. James Payton as well, who's just popped in. He's there. Excellent. I said your name and you appeared. Only said your name once, so you're not like Beetlejuice.
I did a thing and I fucked it up, so I had to go out and come back in again.
Fair enough. It's been an evening for technical fuck-ups.
I'm a good man.
I'll take it.
Excellent.
Good to know.
Yeah, I've just realised a couple of us have got mugs. You've got a Dr. Pepper. What's everyone drinking? I'm on a mixture of green and tea and chamomile because I'm rock.
Who are you? What are you doing with Alex Liam?
Having to give my liver a rest before I go on holiday. That's what I'm doing. So what's in your mug, Mitch?
No, just coffee.
Just coffee. Is everyone else without beverage?
I'm not. I'm without a mug.
Fair enough. Okay. Right then. So, we're and bringing the soft drinks for the Dr. Pepper and the Pepsi Max there. So earlier on, we tried to make a special guest announcement for somebody who'll be joining us in real life next year. However, somebody who will remain nameless, Erica Lear, gave me the wrong video. So I ended up instead showing the Carry On stars as 70s Doctor Who. Long story. But now we finally have the real video, so we can watch the video and then announce the guest who will be joining Ahoy Lake on the 1st of June next year. Are we ready for the video?
Yeah.
Yes, let's do this.
This is where it gets really nasty.
Only now.
They're a bit like face huggers, aren't they?
Face huggers?
No, you know, Alien. The horror movie Alien.
There's a horror movie called Alien. That's really offensive. No wonder everyone keeps invading you.
So there we go. Michael Troughton, son of second Doctor Patrick Troughton and also actor himself, will be involved.
It would be Piers Fletcher Dervish, I'm afraid.
Piers Fletcher Dervish. What was that in?
New Statesman.
New Statesman.
He was Rick Mills' psychic in New Statesman. When Rick Mills was Alan Bastard, he was Piers Fletcher Dervish, who was kind of his psychic. So, yeah.
Oh, right. Excellent.
Brilliant. Yes.
Cool. So I was going to say a great whoever edited that great use of dubbing out the dialogue so we don't get any copyright strikes on YouTube. Excellent work. Gents, we have improv games planned on a Doctor Who theme. So we're going to start with questions. Actual genuine questions because we're merging Whose Line Is It Anyway with Doctor Who here. So I've got a couple of trivia questions to ask you. The first one is, which regular Whose Line panelist was almost the Doctor? Alan, you can't answer.
I know nothing about Doctor Who, as you know, Alex. It's about a doctor who... Tony Slattery.
Yes, is the right answer. So Tony Slattery was almost the 8th Doctor. So I'm not sure what it got down to, but he isn't there footage somewhere, Alan, of him reading for the part?
Yeah, somewhere on our YouTube channels, you can find his audition, which he does twice straight, and then the third time they ask him to do it with an American accent. So thankfully, that's one disaster in the planning that was averted.
I really want to watch that now. And the second question, what other Who's Line regular was in the last episode to feature Amy and Rory?
Yeah.
I can see him. I don't know his name.
Okay, go on now. Go on.
That's Mr. Mike McShane.
Yes, Mike McShane played Grail, who was trying to... Was he trying to sell some dodgy stuff to River Song?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. I remember that now. So... It's like how panic-stricken James now looks with the. Don't worry, it's only going to get worse from here, James. So
it's like you're all speaking French.
It's absolutely fine. And now I've just realised that you're going to really love the first game I've got in store for you as well. First game, which is for all of you. So what you have to do is you have to describe the plot of the first ever episode, An Unearthly Child. And when I call out your name, you then have to pick up the story from whoever was telling it before you and carry it on. Only thing is, each of you have to tell the story in a particular style or quirk that I give you. Okay? So, Alan, when it's your turn, I want you to tell the story of the first ever episode in the style of an erotic fiction author. Okay. George, when I say your name out and you have to pick up the story, you have to tell the story in the style of a panto.
Thank you.
James, when it comes to you, feel free to completely make up the plot of the first episode and fill in the blanks. But you have to tell the story in the style of Tony Blair giving a speech at the party conference.
Oh, why would you? But okay.
and sticking with the political theme, Mitch, when we come to you, you have to be Suella Braverman. So
uncanny.
So we begin with the story of An Unearthly Child, beginning with Alan.
We open in a school for girls. There are girls everywhere. Girls behind desks, girls in front of desks, girls bent over desks. Ian Chesterton, the handsome, rugged, muscular teacher of something or other, is telling one of the girls that she's been very bad. She's predicted the decimalization of British currency.
George.
Hello, the women! Well, the story carries on. It's Christmas, let's celebrate! Right, we got Ian. You've got his naughty girl, do matron behave, you know. They're all discussing maths, you know. You know, 1 + 1 = 2, you big fatty, not 2 for you. But then we have to leave this to this junkyard where a pervy old man is. Oh, he's very pervy. Bit like you in the front row. Oh, you got those faces. Okay, no, I don't want to see you. But you and your oh, hello. Oh, what you doing later? Anyway.
I'm deeply regretting never seeing you in panto now. James.
Oh, shit.
Suddenly, the headmaster appeared. To which he replies, in so many ways, this school is a new church for all people. Girls, other girls, slightly older girls. And we want everybody to feel, in many ways, that they are part of a community. The shop girl who's working hard to make her way in the world, who wants to change the decimal point. And yet, we struggle because of the current incumbents.
Mitch.
That's why we...
I'm very glad you asked me that, Alex, but I think what the British people are really concerned about is people from other planets who have entered this country illegally and have no business being here. And it is my dream. It's my dream. My dream to see them loaded onto a spaceship headed for Skaro at the earliest possible opportunity. Because I think what is most important is that we enforce the laws that we have, and if we can't enforce the laws that we have, pull new ones out of our arse that make us feel happy.
Alan, pick up the story.
The Doctor wants to prove to Ian and Barbara that the TARDIS really can travel in time and space. His hands cast themselves delicately across the TARDIS's sensitive buttons, and the time rotor begins plunging in and out and up and down in a rhythmic, surging motion like the rocking of a boat on a wave. In and out and up and down. Barbara can barely contain her excitement, and Ian has to shift as his trousers are getting uncomfortably tight. If you could see strange birds flapping in an alien sky, says the dirty old man, would you pull one of them? And Ian says yes. The TARDIS lands gently on a sandy shore. All the moisture has ebbed away.
George!
Oh, TARDIS, that was the nickname of my old husband, you know, but he died after he drank all the cough syrup. I can't believe Gaviscon. Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a time to end the game. I don't think Gaviscon as a joke could possibly be topped. I just really hope. Yeah.
I like the irony. Of course, Mitch has Viking ancestry, so I like the idea of him playing Suella Braverman when he came here on the small boats.
Eerily, convincingly well as well. But the trouble is, you made us sound a bit too intelligent. So a couple of the comments. Erica, enjoying your erotic fiction author. Are you in the same room? Because that's a weird way to communicate via messages that are on screen. Ooh, Alan, sexy. You married? And also Charlotte, owner of James fan page, crying with laughter emoji. Hilarious. There we go. So
that's actually my mum. That's my mum. My mum Charlotte.
Fair enough. Okay, on to our next game, which is for. You'll be pleased to hear this, James. It's for you again.
Oh, man. Great.
And also for Alan. But don't worry. I think this game will play to your strengths. In this game, James plays the leader of the Sycorax, and he has just invaded. He has just invaded, and you speak a weird, shouty alien language that nobody can understand. Really weird, like that. A complete gobbledygook is what you're going to be saying.
Did you just give me a line reading, Alex?
Yeah, we're doing translation. So you speak a complete load of incomprehensible cobblers as the leader of the Sycorax. But thankfully,
so it's just Tony Blair. It's just Tony Blair.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Unfortunately, the Doctor has passed out and the TARDIS translation circuits are not working, but thankfully UNIT has dispatched Alan to translate what James is actually saying. So, leader of the Sycorax, would you like to begin your address to the people of the planet you've just invaded?
People of the planet Earth. You call this a planet? Yeah, you've got some oil reserves left. Although they're very hard to get out from under all the ice in the Alaska and the Arctic Circle. The air is so polluted I can barely see my own feet.
Shinto Bangonstov.
You've got 6 trees left, and 2 of them are in a Shinto temple in Japan. And still, all you can think to do is blow yourselves up when that's clearly our job. Sycorax rock, a stick of nice minty rock with Sycorax written through it. It's delicious, and you can't have any because you're scum.
Of course, saying on that one, thank you very much, gentlemen. And lovely addition of the cigarette as well as we were doing that. So
it's a Russian thing.
It's I think they were missing a trick. Jessica Mann, don't know if you know who Jessica is. She's put most sense James has ever made.
I mean, she's my girlfriend, so yeah, I was familiar.
Hello, Jessica. Thanks.
Is that why she's got that face?
Hmm?
Is that why she's got that face? Just miserable.
Yeah,
You go in hard, why don't you?
I mean, in fairness, I feel like I trafficked her, but she doesn't seem to have noticed yet. Or maybe she does. Anyway, so now I'm single, so good.
Careful, you'll get Suella Mitch back on your case. She's actually laughed and typed out that she's laughing.
Yeah, that's an aggressive. That's her aggressive laugh. That.
Oh, that's more of a ha.
Yeah.
Cool. I feel we've got an insight into your domestic life here. An angle tonight I didn't think we were going to go for. Oh, she's still typing. Send help.
Just stick her on mute. Stick her on mute. Down. Down. I said down. Put the phone down. Sorry.
Oddly enough, the owner of your fan page is still enjoying all of this. So she's dying of laughter here. So hello, Charlotte. Thanks for still watching. Right, on to our next game. So this is for all 4 of you. So it is an alphabet game. So the 4 of you are taking on the role of BBC executives in the mid-80s. And you are all discussing the possible cancellation of Doctor Who. But we'll go around you in a circle, starting with Mitch, then to George, then Alan, then to James, then back to Mitch. As you go round, you can only speak in a sentence beginning with a corresponding and then descending letter of the alphabet. So Mitch has to start by speaking a sentence beginning with the letter A. George has to start by beginning with a sentence beginning with the letter B. Alan C, James D, and we keep going round the alphabet until we either reach the end or it all just goes catastrophically wrong. That's
so at about D then.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
You've set the bar nice and high.
You giving us that long, James?
Let's see if we can do that.
Thanks, George.
Okay. So then, the meeting begins with Mitch. Away you go.
Anyway, we've been avoiding this for long enough, but we really need to talk about the early evening midweek schedules.
Basically, they look a bit shit.
Cancel it, kill it off, cut it dead, cut all the funding, cancel it. What show are we talking about?
Doctor Who, is it? Have you got any more?
Exactly. You've put the nail on the head right there.
Fuck's sake, not this show again. I swear we already cancelled it like 100 times.
Great, you're always going on about cancelling Doctor Who.
How many times after we go through with this? Seriously, give me more cooking.
I think we can put this to bed right now by putting it to a vote.
Jolly vote. Fine, I say no.
Kill it, I say no.
Lo, the votes have been cast. It's a no.
Maybe we should put a press release together.
Now, James, can I have some cocaine?
Yes.
Obviously, we're all very grateful for James for having brought the cocaine today, but please remember this meeting is being minuted. Use the code word heroin.
I mean, it's fairly potent, isn't it?
Quite.
Right. What are we doing? I'm confused.
Seeing double thanks to all the cocaine. Heroin.
Well, that's where we are now. I thought so. Tea. Yes, tea. I think we should all have tea.
Understandable.
Very understandable.
Well, I think we should ask Noel Edmonds if he's free to fill the slot.
Xylophones. Not enough xylophones in our shows. There's the problem. That's what we need to get to. This drug is really good for my mental health.
Yes, glockenspiels are far superior.
Good.
Signed off by a man who's clearly not had any cocaine. He's asleep. Well, thank you, gentlemen. We reached the end of the alphabet. I love the fact that we also went into mime to prompt James which letter we were on as well. But me and Mitch going for the T. Nice.
All the old drama school coming out there.
I don't spell good. Don't know words good.
I like the fact that on the comments, Erica was giving me Jessica's CV, telling us that Jessica worked with Rick Mail as well.
Yeah, she did. So Jessica was in Guest House Paradiso.
Oh, right.
So she played Simon Pegg's daughter, who gets thrown off the cliff, vomits, and all that. Is that right? Yeah,
He gets
that's
pulled
right.
across the room by his nipple ring, as I recall, at one point, doesn't it? Yeah.
I couldn't possibly comment.
I haven't seen Paradiso for ages. I must have another look at it.
Jessica then commented halfway through the game just to say, all the best meetings start with cocaine, I've heard.
Yeah,
Jessica. With it.
Jess, I love you, but this is an intervention. We've gathered here today just to have a serious talk. This is only coming from a place of love.
And cocaine.
And not an awful lot of Class A drugs.
Class A drugs are not to be sniffed at.
Hey.
You did there.
I really wish I had the rim shot sound effect. Why is it not with me?
That's what she said.
Thank you. Yes, that's George's catchphrase. Right. Our next game, I think we'll do questions only. So we'll throw this out because we can't ask the audience in real time, because having done Improv online a few times, it's very hard to ask for suggestions. So we'll do suggestions all the way through all this. So we need a situation in which either Doctor Who fans or Doctor Who actors would meet in a social situation.
Cocaine.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't think cocaine's the drug of choice for a lot of Doctor Who fans. I don't know, a convention.
Yeah,
we'll go with a convention. So if we say, should we do it in a rotation? So two of you playing an actor doing a signing and two of you playing fans.
Right.
Yeah. Erica's just suggested brothel. I don't know where she's coming from on that one. So what I'll do is then, if you're on the bottom, right? If you're on the bottom, that means that you're in the scene. I will then move you about. If that means you're tagging in, okay. So we start the scene with James and Alan. If you get moved into James's position, or if you are James at the moment, you're playing the role of Doctor Who actor at a convention signing. Or if you're in Alan's position, which is now where George is, you then take on the role of fan. But you can only talk asking questions. If you're speaking anything other than a question, then I move you back to the top of the page.
probably just move it back.
Okay. I'll just keep moving you back in there just to be mean. Yeah. So starting off then with James and Alan.
Do you remember me?
What's your name?
Have you forgotten the Wrexham Comic Con in '83?
How did you meet me? Just remind me.
Don't you remember I crept in through the broken window and tried to make off with your lovely woolen coat?
Did you break the window?
Don't you love that smell of cigars? You still smell the same, James.
Do I?
You didn't really mean to take out that restraining order, did you?
Restraining order?
Oh, is that Mitch? We're tagging you in. You are now the actor at the signing, Mitch.
Right, you stop.
Okay, sorry. Can you sign some of my internal organs?
Do you have a scalpel?
Don't you see this stoma bag?
Is that a stoma bag?
Do you have a Sharpie?
Will a biro do?
Is it black? I need black for my bones.
What colour are your bones?
What colour would you like them to be, Mr. Ben?
What colours do they come in?
I give up. I've had
Okay, George. George, you're in. You're now the fan.
If I give you my wife, do I get a free autograph?
How old is she?
How old would you like her to be?
Is she legal?
If you ask politely, yes. Oh shit, that's not a question.
Whoa! Yeah, okay, Alan, you're back in.
Which of my wives would you like, sir?
How many have you got?
How many am I allowed?
Where are you from?
Have you ever heard of Salt Lake City?
Isn't that the capital of Utah?
Have you seen the Book of Mormon?
Were you in the Book of Mormon?
Was I? Do you mean the Broadway run or the London tour?
Was there a London tour?
Do you know Drury Lane Theatre?
Is that the one with no upper circle?
Isn't that the one with no dress circle?
Is it the one with big sort of opening foldy doors that lead directly onto the street?
Which street would that be?
Do you have an A to Z?
Don't you know the Wi-Fi password?
Is the Wi-Fi here?
Isn't the Wi-Fi everywhere?
Can you get onto the Wi-Fi here?
Could I ask one of my wives to do it for you?
Do your wives know the password?
Should we ask the one with the big tits?
That's a good time, I think, to swap James with Mitch. James, you're back in.
Or would you prefer the one with the little tits?
Have you got any cocaine?
And on that, I think we'll call scene. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bravo, chaps.
That's a good time to pop in Charlotte's comment that came in during that scene. Cocaine is the new code word now.
For cocaine.
Yes, yeah, cocaine.
The police will never figure that out.
That's.
Probably not.
I don't know. I just want to do an Edinburgh show now called Code Cane. So I'll bear that in mind. I'll get another application in. I can figure out the rest before I get there. Right. So
That's
I think
like a Michael Caine autobiography.
figure out the rest while I get Code Cane. Oh,
Cocaine. Yeah.
It's funny on a talking about Guest House Paradiso. I went to Aid Edmondson's book launch for his autobiography, which is called Berserker. But why didn't he call it Aid Memoir?
Oh.
Yeah, it was there.
What an open goal, and he's kicked it right over the bar.
Exactly.
Completely unrelated to the people that we're talking about. We're talking about missed opportunities. Do you remember about 10 years ago where they put Stephen Fry into a survival thing with Bear Grylls?
Yeah.
And they called it Bear and Stephen.
Yeah.
Not Grills and Fry.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm still mad about that now. That was lifetimes ago for me. Lifetimes. So next game, we'll think film and theatre styles. We'll do next. So first off, we need some suggestions for film and theatre styles. What should we go for?
Silent film.
Silent film. Okay, yes. Now, challenge accepted. So silent film. I do have some royalty-free
Spaghetti Western.
Spaghetti Western.
Porno.
Oh boy.
Porn. Okay. Thank you, George. That's going to be totally coming back to bite you soon.
That's what she said.
Somebody on Facebook is a Carry On. That's a good, Carry On.
What, the show or is that a suggestion?
That's good. I would just wish I hadn't deleted that Carry On Doctor Who video. Erica Lear sci-fi porn Is everything okay at home, Alan? Okay. Sue
It's been like that
Sherman,
ever since the vacuum cleaner broke.
Hello, Sue.
Film Noir
Noir.
from Sue Sherman. Somebody's Noir. Actually, I think whoever this was, the Jacobus paper who used it, they put noise and then put noir. I think they just succumbed to autocorrect. I think if that was you, let us know and put your name as well. Old school Hollywood, says Jessica. So old school Hollywood. And I've had a oh hello. Now, Erica, you've still got that restraining order. Peter Davidson style. Yeah. He's not even allowed to come anywhere near Ty Tennant. That's how far it goes. Autocorrect, says Catherine Bisson. Hello, Catherine. Thanks for watching. So we have some style suggestions. So we need a scene, a typical scene from classic Who.
Daleks doing cocaine.
What stories did that come up in?
And
if not, why not? Okay.
Season 9, episode 3.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say
The interminable brainstorming session of the Daleks. Yes.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's one. So let's say Daleks doing cocaine for one. Any more?
Third Doctor arguing with Brigadier.
Okay. Yeah. So third Doctor arguing with Brigadier. Okay. So what we'll do is Mitch and George, we will give you Daleks doing cocaine. That'll be your scene. And James and Alan, one of you then will be the third Doctor arguing with the Brigadier. James will make you the Brigadier. You just got to be Sergeant Major sort of type and quite dismissive of anything Alan says. Okay.
No worries.
So we will start. We'll start then with Mitch and George. If you start the scene, I'll then shout out film and theatre styles. You have to change your style to fit what I tell you.
Okay.
So Daleks doing cocaine.
Has anyone got any Charlie?
I have Charlie, but it is mine. Fuck off.
Oh, go on. Chop us out.
Only if you set me up with your sister.
My sister told me all about you. She doesn't want to see you anymore.
Why?
Because your plunger is tiny.
It's not. It's just very cold.
Good time to bring in porno.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay. Next one. Carry on.
Still us two.
Yeah.
Oh, Dalek. Oh, about your bumps.
What about my bumps?
Oh, I like them nice and round. Oh, matron.
You keep your plunger off my bumps.
No, make me. Show me your little Davros.
You touch my bumps again and I will exterminate you.
Oh, do it when you're private. Oh.
I will call scene on that one. Thank you, George. Thank you very much indeed. Although I was just tempted just to leave that running because I could listen to Mitch's Dalek impression all night. Jessica, man, we are watching the origin of Mitch's own canon. Thank you, Jessica.
It was only a matter of time.
I mean,
Take
Jess,
my money.
where have you
Take
think
my
of it
money.
already one?
The Patreon's going nowhere. It was going to happen sooner or later.
Erica Lear, some love for your Dalek impression, and Charlotte, owner of the James Payton fan page, has stopped actually typing and is just doing emojis now. That's all we're getting now. So she's loving it that much she can't type. So on to our next one then. So this is then Alan and James. Alan, you are the third Doctor. James, you are the Brigadier, and you're having an argument. Away you go.
Well, that's all I'd expect from you, Brigadier. It's typical of the military mind. Your solution to everything has to be violent and explosive.
I don't know if you know, dear boy, that violence and explosions are exactly where this is, why this country is where this country is, which is here.
Yes, precisely. Sliding rapidly down the international rankings because nobody bothers to listen to the scientists who are amongst the leaders in the world leaders in their fields, and people like you have all the power.
Oh, you see, therein lies the problem. They're in fields. What are they doing in fields, scientists? Fucking idiots. They should be in laboratories. And lavatories.
Well, I do try to spend my time in my laboratory, Brigadier, but you insist on dragging me out on these wild goose chases of yours.
And change to spaghetti western.
I thought you liked flower picking, but I guess I was wrong.
I've never seen a spaghetti western one. Can you hear a watch chiming?
They're here. We should go.
The Silurians have come to the OK Corral at last.
Okay. Well, I guess this is it.
Well, it's been nice working with you, Brigadier.
I'd like to say the same, but I can't.
Okay.
So
change to silent film. Outstanding. And finally, just to please
Alan.
He's regenerated.
Alan.
He's now the fourth Doctor.
Oh, that's better.
Actually, you regenerated again because your final style is Peter Davidson.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, I'm Peter Davidson.
Well, but I'm Peter Davison, so clearly we must be in that one episode from Series 20 where I played both roles.
Wait, if you're Peter Davidson and I'm Peter Davidson, that must make one of us Pete Davison.
Yes, I'm doing a lot better since I came off the heroin.
There's only one way to prove which is which, of course. Just pop your top off and show us your tattoos, would you?
Right. I mean, I'm a bit embarrassed about the third nipple, to be honest, but I am growing a slightly pathetic moustache. If that helps you convince you I'm Pete Davison.
I said take your top off, Alan. No, I'm sorry. Pete. Peter, say Pete. Just take your top off, and Mitch, you do the voice. Sorry, I'm so close. Yeah, great. Anyway, sorry, I feel weird.
And
So nice to see you.
on that, I think we'll call scene. Thank you all very much indeed for doing this, Styles.
I was really hoping for classic Hollywood, so I could go with "Frankly, Brigadier, I don't give a damn."
Oh, that would be lovely.
There we go.
Never mind.
We got there in the end. So Charlotte, owner of the James Payton fan page, has confirmed that she can't type as she is in fits of laughter. So just hitting hieroglyphs, going Egyptian style. There, Charlotte. Just looking at, so we've got time for a couple more games. You'll probably know this one, Alan. Press conference. So it's like a twist on party quirks. So one of you, I'll designate one of you in a moment, will be the person giving a press conference, and you will be talking about the new role that you're playing in the new series of Doctor Who with the 14th Doctor, Shooter Gatwa. But you won't know who you are playing, but you'll still have to answer questions. And through the questions, you have to guess what character that you are going to be. So George, you are going to be giving the press conference. So I'm going to ask you to take your headphones off for a moment. And when you see me do this, that means put them back on. I should have said that before you took them off. Right. When you see me do this, that means it's time for you to put them back on and we can start the scene. Okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, right, turn off.
Either that or Princess Leia is standing behind you.
Mhm.
Okay, right then. So what character should George be playing in the new series? Any suggestions?
Doctor Who's wife or husband?
Husband would be a good take. Yes. So saying that Doctor Who's new husband. Any more takers? Or should we go with that one? Do you think?
That works for me.
Yeah, go for that. Okay, so you will have to ask questions without giving it away, but hinting at. Okay. So you're all the press pack that's going to be asking George a question. So George, back on. Okay, so welcome George to the press conference, talking about your new role in the new series. So we have some people here who are dying to ask you some questions about your new part. So gentlemen, take it away.
Do we think it's strange that we've never heard of this character before, given how important they are?
Well, that's the whole point of the series, for people to think, "Oh, who is that character?" And for people of the comics go, "I know that character." So it's a character for all, really.
What comics did they appear in? I don't recall many the domestic scenes.
I think they appeared in issues 22, 27, and then they took a massive break and reappeared in issue 328. Next question, please.
Yeah, working with Ncuti Gatwa, did you find him to be tender?
Well, only in private times, but we don't talk about that. But in the TARDIS, he was very comforting and very supportive. Next question, please.
Did you find Ncuti's partner was in any way jealous of you?
Oh, everyone gets jealous of me. I mean, look at me, so...
I've seen some clips of the new show, and I'm sort of intrigued. Did you have an intimacy coordinator on set? What was the audition process like for you? Because it's a lot.
Well, I get intimate with a lot of ladies very often. I mean, look at me, it's obvious. So I was more guiding them on what to do than them guiding me.
Well, now that you've finally appeared in the series, will you be moving in with the Doctor full time in the TARDIS, or are you just going to be a recurring character like the one that Alex Kingston used to play?
Oh, I'm a very in and out kind of person. I like to keep my options open. I don't like to chain myself down.
Yeah. Is it legal on Gallifrey?
Everything's legal on Gallifrey. If you look the right way, everything's legal on Gallifrey.
Do you find he was able to overlook the height difference very quickly, or was that an upsetting process? Did you get a lump in your throat?
I specifically said at the beginning of this, no height questions, please. So please, that's your first warning.
So is it just hearts he's got two of?
We don't talk about the rest of the stuff. You'll have to watch the entire series. You find out by the end of the series what he's got.
How is your relationship
question for James?
Yeah, I'm just so intrigued to know how your relationship is offset. If you sort of take what you've done during the filming and you take that away with you, the pair of you just take that home with you.
We don't really talk about it at home. It's kind of that on screen is one of us, off screen is another of us. So we kind of just at home play board games with each other and play cards a lot.
So George, with the questions that you've had, would you like to take a guess at who your character is?
Am I playing like Captain Jack and like John Barrowman? Who just wants to fuck everyone?
Mitch's laugh indicates you're in the right area. I think we'll give you that one. You are the new husband of the Doctor. So yeah, nice one, George. I think that was beautifully done.
Thank you.
Beautifully done. I'm not. Were you sticking your middle finger up to Jessica's comments there, James?
Well, this is my ring finger.
Oh, your ring finger. Okay.
Does that mean only slightly go fuck yourself? I don't know. What does that mean?
Will you fucking marry me?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, go fuck yourself, and/or will you marry me? Yes.
She just wrote dots.
Yes.
At one point, and then when Alan asked, "Is it legal on Gallifrey?" No, hang on. Bucky might take you to Gallifrey. Charlotte, Charlotte has now progressed from hieroglyphs to words again. So a good arc.
Automatic hit.
Yeah, a good arc that we've come to there.
I think it's funny that Jessica's out. She's just going to make me drive her there.
Fair enough.
She won't get a ticket. She'll just make me go. She'll make me drive.
Okay, cool. And I think we've sort of reached a natural sort of like stopping point. I think we've done the games that can be done when all you can see is people's top bits. There.
I beg your pardon.
I mean, through extensive trying to do shows like this throughout lockdown, there is limits to what you can do improv-wise whilst you are online. I think we've exhausted the well. So what we shall do then is we'll come to each of you just see if you've got anything that you need to plug, even if it is just your socials. So Mitch, to begin with you.
Okay. My science fiction trilogy, I'm guessing everybody's watching is a sci-fi fan to one degree or another. If you go to my website, mitchben.com, then I've published 3 science fiction books. They're a trilogy, Terror, Terror's World, and Terror's War. Very keen for people to read those. If you're a Doctor Who fan, they should be right in your wheelhouse, right in your console room. Also, those of you in or around London or who are likely to be in or around London in the week leading up to Christmas, I am doing my one-man version of A Christmas Carol, which I did once in 2019, working from Dickens's own abridged text, because he used to give readings. In fact, if you remember in The Unquiet Dead, that's what we find him doing in Cardiff. He's giving a read. Well, that is authentic. Dickens did actually abridge it down to about an hour and 15 minutes, and he used to do it as a dramatized reading. I'm not going to be reading it from a lectern. I'm going to be running around and acting it out. So Sue's already booked it. Excellent. So if you go to my website and go to my live shows page, you can book that straight through there. Or if you follow me on any of the socials, I'm putting loads of links up to that. So that's the 20th to the 23rd of December, just the last few days before Christmas. Me doing my one-man Christmas carol. So I'd love to see as many of you there. Oh, and it's in aid of St Mungo's homeless charity as well. So anybody in or around London who can possibly make it for that, love to see you there. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Mitch, and thank you for popping on tonight. Thank you. So James, we'll come to you. Anything to plug, James? We're going to say that Jessica's commented, you know your place. Followed up with a well done, guys. That was brilliant. And Charlotte has put great show, Alex, with great guests. I think she may be biased. Tuning into.
He's discovered words. Well done,
Charlotte. Well, James, anything to plug, sir?
Luc Besson's new movie, Dogman, is out in Europe and South America, and I believe comes out in the States early next year. The documentary, Who is James Payton, is imminent for a release, I believe, at the beginning of the year in the UK, and I think very imminently in the States. I do an episode of a popular show on Netflix that's just been released today, but my episode is the second half of the release, so on the 14th of December, I think. It's one of those shows. So I do a little turn in that, and then I've just finished a horror movie called Boop, which is coming out next year.
Good
name.
So I was just thinking the same, yeah.
And there's a couple of TV shows that I've done on the streaming channels that will come. I imagine will come out next year, and then probably a very public breakdown. Probably.
Good, excellent. So by about March, you'll be having a cry wank on the River Thames.
I think probably just a wank, but by August it'll be an angry cry wank.
Oh, I'm familiar with that.
That's what I've penciled in for that. So.
Excellent. Okay. So thank you, James. Charlotte also says well done. There we go. Lovely. Ballycafalata, we'll come to you next. James. I knew you would tell me to fuck off. George, anything to plug, sir?
Actually, just a random weird fact. James, the second half of that show actually comes out on my birthday. So,
hey!
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
She says again with the angry wank.
You can follow me on socials, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search George Coppen. Week tomorrow, I am starting rehearsals for Panto in Northampton at the Royal in Derngate, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for Alex Asks. Opening on the 6th of December, 6:48, I can't remember when, running until New Year's Eve, and I'm playing Cheeky, so I'm really looking forward to that this year. So yeah, and I don't know, I want to know why Alex made that face.
Because in my head, when you said I'm in Panto, I was going, don't say, oh no, you aren't. Don't say, oh no, you aren't.
We were all thinking it. We were all thinking
it was like, who's going to go first? Let someone else go first.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool, excellent. Alan?
No, just looking forward to meeting old friends and you at the Wirral event on June the 1st next year. We're in Aid of Mind again this year, are we?
We're on a Terence Higgins Trust.
Terence Higgins Trust and Mind are the charities we're supporting this year. So looking forward to seeing many of you there.
Oh, Mitch is going, but I haven't asked him properly yet.
Yeah.
this is how you ask.
Surprise!
Erica, Queen of Stealth.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming. Erica, is the would have been 8th Doctor man watching? Was that confirmed?
I think so.
Okay, then.
Or deny, but yes, I think so.
Initial reports say that he's still trying to boot up his microwave.
Okay, all right. Well, just in case he is and he's watching now, good evening, Tony Slattery. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Tony.
I have one question. Can everybody else hear Erica as well, or is it just me?
Just you.
All the time.
No, it's just James. It's that breakdown he was saying. Talking about. Yeah.
I'm up there on camera and in my pajamas.
And someone else tells me, do it.
No, the bra is off.
Same. Didn't stop us.
I love the way you get that little circle as well that looks like a Dalek's eye.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. That's true prov. That's true prov.
Alex, thank you. I've driven mad all day. So
Yeah. So
Really? I hadn't noticed.
thank you for everyone for coming out when I asked them to, and I don't pay you. I just
no.
Wait, what?
Sorry, what?
Pure cheek.
What?
Pure cheek.
Would this
you
be?
get paid, Alan.
Do I?
You got a pizza.
Let's fucking lynch Alan.
If we're talking about plugs, I mentioned that I've also written the book. This is the first edition cover. It's had a bit of a glow up since then.
Is it about cocaine?
No, it isn't. No, it's a sci-fi comedy called The First Man to Time Travel. It's a sci-fi comedy set in Derby. You can guarantee that's not been done before. So that is on Amazon and on Audible as well.
I didn't know you'd written a book, Alex.
No,
me neither.
Quiet.
You never mentioned it.
I had an email 2 weeks ago from Kindle Direct Publishing saying, don't forget to settle your taxes. And again, I'm getting a lecture on paying taxes from Amazon.
Sorry, Amazon can't pay me taxes yet. Got a busy weekend's union busting ahead of me.
All right. So I believe, Erica, if you can confirm this is the end of the programming tonight.
It is. Mark has had to take his son to volleyball.
So unfortunately,
That's the worst excuse ever. I'm sorry, I forgot I'm taking my son to volleyball.
Unfortunately, no interview with Turlo tonight. He's taking his son to volleyball. Hopefully, he will be joining us in some capacity again in the future. But for everyone that has taken part in all of the shows tonight, thank you. Thank you to my panel for this show, Mitch, Ben, George Coppin, James Payton and Alan Lear. Thank you to everyone that has watched tonight who do hope to see you live and in person at Ahoy Lake next year on June the 1st. But we've got no end credits, so we've just got to wave until we actually do end broadcast. So good night, everybody.
You have been watching.
Keep waving and smiling.
Bye.